Faith Alive Ministries exists to live out James 1:27, true and pure religion is looking after orphans and widows, and James 2:17, faith without action is dead. This is more than ministry. This is family. This is fam.
My name is Leah Swink, and we are a foster family here in Stanley County. This is my daughter Melanie. So my husband Jeffrey and I knew that fostering or adoption was something that interested us from the time we got married. As a teacher in our county, I see the need out there all the time. So as our own kids aged up a little bit, we just kept feeling that call that we needed to do this. This is something God had in store for us. And we became licensed in October of 2020 for the first time ever through Baptist Children's Home. And within 2 days of being licensed, we had a sibling set placed in our home.
At the beginning it's kind of awkward because you don't really know the kids and you have to get to know them, but it's cool to see how you can help shape their lives. It's hard at some points because you've always had your parents to yourself and you're having to share them in your home.
I think something we've always done as a family is we travel a lot. We love to camp, we love to go places. And this past May, we took our current fosters on a camping trip with our family. And I think just to see the impact that us taking those children to experience something new. We sat down for dinner that first night and one of our fosters, he out of the blue said, "I'm gonna pray for dinner tonight." And he did, and it was all the things we thought that he wasn't listening to when we go to church or when we pray or when we do things at home. He just led this amazing prayer and was thankful for the family, thankful for church, thankful for traveling, which is something we just take for granted. And I think that moment we were like, wow, we are impacting them when we just sometimes see the struggles. So Melanie was first introduced to Faith Alive Ministries, and she served at an event with FAM. And I think through that she realized that there was such a need in Stanley County. We had kind of been taking a break from fostering. We had had some difficult situations, and as a family we needed a time to recover. So she came home from the FAM event and she kind of prompted a family meeting and said, hey guys, this is something we need to talk about again. We need to really see what is God wanting us to do, not what is our family deciding. So we did. We opened our home back up. We were so blessed to have fosters almost immediately back into our home. Since having a placement, it is so wonderful. We look forward to the quarterly events where not just the foster children, but our own children, they are loved on at these events and just felt so important for what they're doing in their lives and what their lives can hold. We love to go as adults. My husband and I, we have a free dinner for the kids, free dinner for us. And we're supported by other parents in our community. There are difficult times, but there are blessings and there are moments that just melt your heart. And Faith Alive Ministries has really pulled all of us together.
So our family's faced a lot of unique challenges. Of course, when you go into foster care and adoption, you really don't know what your experience is going to be like. Each of our children have special needs. We have 3 children with autism on different areas of the spectrum. They all have ADHD, but our Sadie was born with a heart condition and had open heart surgery at 2 days old. Meredith was 10 when we began the foster care journey. She is now 18. Meredith was included from day one in everything. The decision to foster, the decision to adopt, she was a part of that the whole time. She was an only child. She was an only grandchild. So adjusting to, I've got siblings now, there are more children in this home, mom and dad have to give attention to these other children, my siblings, was a big change for her. Meredith has a huge heart. So even though there were challenges, she has said so many times, I would never go back. And she's even mentioned to her dad and I many times, when I am married, I hope that my husband will also be willing to consider foster care and adoption. Faith Alive Ministries has been such a support for our family. Just knowing they're there if I need prayer, or the fact that we can meet with other foster families. We have been doing this for almost 10 years now. And to have an outlet, we've never had that. It's almost like when you're dealing with foster care, you have all of these social workers coming in, you have all of these people involved. And then the second adoption happens, it's like, there will be no more challenges. It's a miracle. Everything's good now. And that does not happen. The challenges truly begin after that adoption process. And so just having Faith Alive Ministries to put together the fostering connections, to give us that connection with other people who are going through the same thing. We have so many children in the U.S. that need a home, even if it's just for 1 or 2 nights, even if it's for a couple of years. You know, we have children who literally don't have a consistent adult in their life. And we know from studies that trauma is huge, and trauma affects you over the life course. But we also know having one adult involved consistently to provide that support can make all the difference.
My name's Jody Alston. I was married to Keith Alston. I kind of consider it still married to Keith Alston. We were married in 1978, and we were married almost 44 years. I first got involved with Faith Alive Ministries in 2023. Keith died in 2022, April of 2022. Women of Purpose is to me encouragement. Both the fact that I receive encouragement from them and that I can give encouragement as the Lord leads. Because you know, when you've got all this stuff inside of you that you want to share, it gives you an opportunity to share. It's so good to have those women together and for me to be able to encourage. I love being able to encourage somebody else. So like recently I was going through some renovations at the house, kept praying and praying about every single decision, and God even went so far as to have Keith's painter that had been his painter for 20 years maybe, moved back from the beach and needed work. And I was like, I have work. So the Lord just intervened so much, and being able to share that with the ladies, that it doesn't matter how big or how small, that God is right there in it.
Faith Alive Ministries is a beacon of hope.
It's more than a ministry.
Is God's love connecting our community.
Is faith in action.
Is a lifeline of support.
Faith Alive Ministries is faith, action, mission,